welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today's video, I'm diving into the real stuff that Christians don't usually talk about when it comes to anxiety. Obviously, it's based on my own true story, so hopefully you enjoy it. Don't forget in the meantime to turn on the post notifications so you can receive all the videos when I'll be posting them. Number one that I was not prepared for, and nobody told me that it was not weird or I was not crazy for feeling like that, is the fact that last year when this entire thing was going on for me, I was unable to talk. So that resulted in me literally shutting down. I was not talking. I could sit down and you would not hear a word from me because my body thought that if I talked, I know it sounds crazy now, but if I talked, I would lack air, and if I lack air, I can't breathe. If I can't breathe, I'm dying. So that's just my whole situation. And sometimes when I'll even be making those YouTube videos, I'll start talking and then I'll feel very much overwhelmed again, and I'll feel like I need to catch my breath, and then I'll cut the video exactly like that, take a big breath, and then continue because I feel like I'm choking. So you don't usually see it in my videos, but I be cutting that stuff so hard because I'm literally grasping for air and my body's super overwhelmed. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's like the trauma from last year, it's still dealing with it. So sometimes while I'll be talking, my body's gonna be like, wait, you need to stop, like stop, you know? Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, so please, if you have not gone to your doctor, do that to make sure that you have no medical background. And again, I'm not a professional, I'm just a girl who's sharing her own story. So yes, I'm not a doctor, okay? Number two, and I'm laughing at this because now that I look back at it, I'm like, wow. I honestly believed everything and it kept me in a big circle, but that's why I'm happy to talk about it today, so you guys don't feel like you're weird or crazy if you are experiencing those situations or symptoms. So for me, I was not able to walk outside. Matter of fact, I wasn't even able to go outside. I didn't want to go outside. I just wanted to stay in my room. Why? Because outside looked scary for me. I was not able to just sit outside. I thought that there was not enough air outside for my lungs to function. And then I could not take walks by myself. I had to take walks with someone. And when I did try to take a walk, that one time that I tried by myself last year, I panicked, literally panicked. My legs became really numb, really weak, really fast. Honestly, I think there's like a stop sign close to my house. I got to the stop sign, I think that's like what, 50 meters, and I was shaking. I looked at the cars around me. I was like, oh my gosh, what if I faint? What if this? What if that? So there was a lot of what ifs that were keeping me from enjoying my life outside. So last year, it was really hard for me to be outside, be outdoors. Now I'm really happy because I'm able to take walks, go on runs, just live my best life. But before, taking walks outside was very hard. And if you are going through that, don't worry, don't feel bad because of that. You're not crazy, you're fine, trust me. I was not able to drive. Listen, I did not want to drive myself. It was very much overwhelming again. Driving felt scary. Driving felt like I could have a heart attack in the car. I didn't want to do it. I did not want to be alone in cars. I didn't want people to see me in cars. I was like imagining like crazy stories in my head, like if I'm in a car, somebody sees me, I might choke, I might die in my car, somebody might bump into me. What if I have a heart attack in the car? A lot of, again, what ifs, and what ifs are the killer a joy, and you should change. If you're like me and you have a lot of what ifs, you could try saying even if. So even if XYZ happens, I have XYZ, I have Jesus, I can pray, I have tools, I am fearfully and wonderfully made, I have peace, etc. So I'm on the road, so if you see me, holla. Honestly, with the whole anxiety thing, and even till this day, sometimes I'll still have symptoms and I'm like, why are you here? Like, why? Honestly, I don't want to deal with you. But honestly, anxiety literally felt like it was killing my fun, killing my joy. It was a lot of work to deal with, and thank God, with the help of God, thank God that I'm better with the help of good friends around me. Thank God that I'm better also. And with my own help that I had to work on myself a lot, go to therapy, all that stuff, to just go through it. And the thing that I've learned is sometimes you can't avoid situations, but you have to go through it. So I used to want to avoid it so much, like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling numb, stop, go, you know, like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm choking, or my chest is pounding, or my heart is fluttering, all those stuff. I was like, no, I don't want it. Take a breath, calm down if you can, and then allow it to happen, because if you're stopping it, it's just gonna come back bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger. And at one point you're gonna go crazy, or you're just gonna think that, okay, the world is falling apart for you. Just relax and allow it to come. If you do need professional help with therapy or doctors, please go see a professional, because sometimes you need to fight battles surrounded with people. Lastly, for me, another thing that anxiety made super difficult for me is being active on social media. So if you're seeing me on YouTube right now, literally it is an achievement, because I didn't like being in front of cameras, I didn't like posting, I didn't want to do anything related to that because of my own insecurities, my own body image. It was a lot to deal with. And honestly, I didn't want to show my face to the world when I was depressed or anxious, because I didn't feel like I had valid reasons, first of all, to do so, because I was like, oh my gosh, who am I to talk about my story when I'm still going through the storm, right? And it was a big fear for me. And also showing my face, like, oh my gosh, you're gonna see that I'm anxious, they're gonna see that I'm depressed and stuff. But now, honestly, I don't care, because if I can help someone with this testimony or with my story, I'm so happy to do so. And again, remind yourself that most of the symptoms that you think you're only going through, a lot of other people are going through the same thing, and you're not crazy, you're not alone. Get the resources that you need to be better, to get better, to be well. Don't feel like you're an outcast or you're not Christian enough because you're dealing with all that stuff. Honestly, for me, my anxiety might never leave. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna stay anxious, because I know that in the Word, God tells me to not be anxious. So I've worked through that. But I'm talking about the anxiety symptoms where, example, my knees will start shaking, or my heart will start pounding. Like I said before, instead of fighting it, I can just allow it to just pass. Or when, example, like I feel like I'm out of breath, I can just relax, know that I'm okay, do the breathing exercises, and remind myself that I am animated by the breath of the Holy One, that God is with me, He's not against me, He is for me, God gives me peace, etc. So when it comes, I know that the Word of God is my armor, it's my shield, and instead of fighting it with my own physical being, I can relax and not let it control me, but instead I'm putting the power of Jesus in front of my anxiety. So I know it was a lot to take in. However, just know that you're not crazy, you're not alone. Get the help you need. I'm not a professional, again. Pray, be surrounded by your loved ones, and hopefully you guys understood my video and you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.